everybody, welcome to Introduction to Pilates. I'm going to get you to come on down onto your back. Make sure you've got a comfortable mat to lay on. When you're ready, roll on down. So I want you to find a nice comfortable position laying down onto your back. Find the length through your spine. And in that position, bring the feet parallel to your sit bones. So your hips, your knees and ankles are lined up and your legs are parallel. From here, see if you can relax the shoulders down. Chin tucked, neck long. See if you can drop your gaze along the ceiling towards the knees. Now find that nice comfortable position. Allow the bones to feel heavy in the mat. In Pilates, we have quite a big focus on our breathing. So I want you to breathe into the ribs. Feel free, especially if you're new, to wrap your hands around your ribs. Allow your fingers to splay out, thumbs around the back. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through pursed lips. So here we're looking for a nice deep breath down into the lower lobes of the lungs and then blow out through a straw. I want you to feel your ribs expand and relax with your breathing. With our seated work, our day-to-day work, we carry far too much breath at the top here. So I want you to get that feeling of three-dimensional breathing. And we're breathing down into the front, sides, and the backs of the ribs. Make sure as you're doing this, you're allowing the backs of the ribs to connect down onto your mat. Now with every exhalation, that slightly forced exhalation, I want you to feel that gentle co-contraction down below. So we're starting to tighten up that wide belt that connects our ribs to our hips and inserts into our lower back. This is our TVA, and we use this for spinal stability, especially through the lower back. Now I want you to go again. This time as you exhale, get that feeling of gently lifting the pelvic floor. Feel that tightening up, that gentle pelvic floor connection, and that wide belt. So think of a T-zone happening here. It's like you're zipping up your jeans and you're putting your belt on. So we're looking for stability down through the lower half of the body, but we're trying to mobilize through the ribs. Now from there, let's travel a little bit lower down. Sacrum is nice and heavy on the mat. Allow the glutes, your bottom, to relax. Look for that gentle curve through the lower back, just in line with the belly button. From here, we're going to go into a gentle rocking of the pelvis. You're going to take a deep breath in. Now as you exhale, can you draw ribs and hips closer towards each other? Feel that lower back imprint. Now as you exhale, I want you to lengthen the ribs and the hips away from each other, and we look for that gentle curve through the lower back. Let's try that again. Exhale, contract. Inhale, we expand again. We look for that gentle curve. So what you should feel here is that just that slight rocking of the pelvis, and that's performed by contracting through the abdominal muscles. You have two more. Inhale, lengthen. One more, exhale. Now let's find out that comfortable spot in between. So we've got that gentle curve through the lower back. I want you to maintain that now. Float the arms up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, I want you to reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Now as you exhale, allow the backs of the shoulders to melt into the mat. Inhale, reach up. Keep your hands shoulder width apart. Exhale, melt. Now as you're doing this, as you draw the shoulders gently back and down, I want you to find that gliding V. Inhale, gliding V down the back, exhale. Be mindful here that you're not popping your ribs. Inhale, let's lift. Exhale, slowly down. Try not to hike the shoulders up to the ears. You have two more. Reach up. Exhale, slowly melt. Chin tucked, neck long, ribs wide. One more. And hold. We're going to challenge this. I want you to maintain that rib cage. Keep the ribs gently drawing down. And from here, I want you to inhale, reach the arms back. As you exhale, reach them back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, let's reach back. Try and keep the elbows straight. And exhale, lift. Breathe in. So we're looking for that slide and glide of the shoulder blades along the ribs. Exhale, lift. 2 to go here. Inhale, reach. Use your breath. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Now as you exhale, I want you to bring your hands down by your sides. So here, I want you to relax the shoulders back and down. So we've got that smile across the collarbones. Keep the head nice and heavy on your mat. As you inhale, can you slide your shoulders up towards your ears? Now as you exhale, I want you to reach your fingers down towards your toes. Inhale, so think of shrugging your shoulders. Exhale, slide down. So the arms are moving, but the shoulder blades are moving as well. They're opening up, and then we're drawing them down into that gliding V. Breathe in. Don't forget about your jeans and your wide belt. Breathe out. You've got 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more time. Now find that midpoint between the 2 and hold. Once again, allow the backs of the shoulders to relax right there. We're going to focus a little bit more on stabilizing the pelvis. So in that neutral pelvis, we want the 3 bones to be in the same plane. So the 2 hip bones and the pubic bone form a bony flat triangle. Now we want that triangle to sit flat and flush. So in other words, we don't want the pubic bone to be forced up, nor do we want to force it down. So find those 3 points, find that bony triangle, and try and have it as flat as you can at the top. Now again, you should have that gentle curve through the lower back. If you do have an excessive arch, I want you to try and close that arch a little bit by gently drawing the ribs down rather than by clenching the bottom and forcing the back down. From here, we're going to challenge that position. We're going to inhale, take 1 knee out to the side, pelvis stays still. Exhale, pull the knee back up and change. Inhale, take the knee out to the side. Exhale, pull it back up. Keep that going. So we're alternating, stabilizing the pelvis, moving the legs, pulling it back up. So think of that pelvis, it's a ball and socket joint. So ideally we should be able to stabilize, keep the pelvis still, and move the legs and vice versa. Inhale and exhale. We have 2 more. Inhale. Feel free to have your hands on your hips like I'm demonstrating, just so you've got that tactile feedback. And you have 1 more. Draw it back up and hold. Feel free here just to take a moment, just to reset, look for that neutral again. From here, we're going to lift 1 leg. So again, pelvis is still. Be mindful when you raise the leg, you don't dump the back into the mat. Inhale, float 1 leg up, knee over hip. Exhale, lower, roll through the foot and change. Inhale and exhale. Take your time. Inhale to lift and exhale, bring it down. There should be no stress or tension in the front of the hips here. The legs should be allowed to just float up. Inhale, lift and exhale, lower. Tighten up through that T-zone. And don't forget to breathe. Last 2. And 1 more. Reset and hold. The legs are staying in that parallel position. From here, we're going to articulate through the spine. So I want you to inhale, gently imprint the lower back. Find the scoop through the belly. Now as you exhale, push your feet into the floor, fire up those glutes, and I want you to see if you can peel up 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, coming up in a diagonal, just making sure that the ribs are staying down. As you exhale, leave the pelvis and roll down through the upper back, mid back, lower back, then unravel the tail down. Go again. Inhale. Exhale, let's peel up. Try not to sway. Keep the knees parallel, glutes engaged. Breathing in. Exhale, let's roll down. 2 more times. Notice if you've got any sticky bits. Feel free to stay up a little bit longer if you need it. Breathing in. And exhale, roll down. Be mindful not to flare the ribs. We want to try and open the hips. Feel that beautiful stretch. Inhale, stay. And as you exhale, bring it all the way down to the bottom. Roll down. Unravel that tail, roll through imprint, and stop. Bring your hands back by your sides. Reset. From here, we're going to go into head. So neck and head placement. Start off with your eyes looking directly up at the ceiling. As you inhale, I want you to lengthen the back of the neck. Drop your gaze along the ceiling. Exhale, look back up directly overhead. Notice I'm not lifting up my head, I'm pivoting on the back of the skull. Notice if you need to flare the ribs here, try and keep them down. Breathing in and exhale. Beautiful stretch all through the back of the neck. Inhale, try and iron out any compensation. And exhale. And remember here, we're not forcing the chin down, we're more looking for the length through the neck here, around the back. You have one more. And this is going to be the start of our first ab prep. So here you're going to inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, look over your knees. As you exhale, you're going to start to roll up. Inhale, hold, shoulders down. As you exhale, roll down. Let's try that again. Inhale, little head nod. Exhale, let's slide ribs to hips. Eyes look over knees, tummy flat, no grippy bum. Inhale, exhale, roll down. You have 3 more. Breathe in. Remember here, we want to breathe into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, roll down. Last 2. Breathe. Tummy nice and flat. Roll down. All right, now in this one, we're going to come up and I'm going to get you to hold. So we're going to draw up. Now in this position, I want you to double check that you still have that bony flat triangle. The habit here is normally to tuck under and force the back down. So try and neutralize that so we're using our abdominals. Take one more deep breath in, and as you exhale, roll all the way down to the bottom, peel down, and stop. From here, roll over onto your sides. Now you're more than welcome to have a prop. You can have a block, or if your shoulders allow, you can just use that bottom arm to support the head. I want you to bend the knees forward. Now think of the legs as your stopper. Allow the head to rest. So make sure that that head is either on a firm cushion or it's on the arm. Don't leave it hanging. All right, if you notice here, my neck is now out of alignment. The ribs are down. And even though we're lying on our side, we still have that beautiful neutral pelvis. So make sure you don't have that excessive arch in your lower back. I want you to come here into a reverse salute position. We're going to mobilize through our upper back. Breathing in. As you exhale, I want you to try and grow taller and rotate gently back. Inhale, hold. Breathe. Exhale, bring it back. Head is heavy. Breathing in. Exhale. Grow taller as you lengthen. Try and move through that upper back. Inhale. And exhale, return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale, bring it all the way back. You have one more here. Breathing in. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, find that pause. And exhale, bring it back. And release. Change sides. Pull yourself up. Bring your legs around. Head is supported. Knees just in front. Try and lengthen out the body. Breathing in. Exhale. Gentle rotation. Inhale, stay. And exhale, return. If you need longer, you're more than welcome to take a few extra breaths in this rotated position. Breathing in. And exhale slowly back. Notice if one way works a little bit better for you. Most of us have got what we call a biased rotation, depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Also depending on your workstation, how you set up. Breathing in. Exhale, return. We have one more here. Inhale. Exhale, bring it over. Inhale, hold. And exhale, bring it back. And start from here. Bring yourself all the way over onto your tummy. So I want you to bring your legs just long and parallel. Please keep the feet down. Glutes are gently engaged. Now see if you can get that feeling of gently pulling your belly button up off the floor. Hands are just a little bit wider than your mat. Now be mindful here. Again, we're still working through that mid-upper back. I want you to get that gliding V. So draw the shoulders back. As you inhale, skim your nose along your mat. And as you exhale, can you lift and lengthen just through that mid-upper back? No pressure on the hands. Inhale, hold. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, a little nose skim. Exhale, let's lift and lengthen. Inhale, hold, reach out through the top of the head. And exhale, come down. 2 more. Breathing in, exhale, let's lift. Inhale, stay. Exhale, down. And we have 1 more. Breathing in, exhale, lift. Find that length. Inhale, wait. Exhale, bring it all the way down and stop. From here, stack your hands. The legs are already in that parallel position. From here, bring your forehead down onto your hands. We're still looking for that length through the neck. The legs are long and parallel, so get that feeling of trying to reach your legs out of your hips. I want you to think about that right leg. We're going to go into a single leg raise, but before you do that, can you see if you can engage that right glute? See if you can just gently fire it up. And then as you exhale, start to lift the leg. Inhale, lower. Now let's try the left side. Fire up the left glute, little lift, and bring it down. Right side, engage. Exhale up. Inhale down. Pelvis nice and still. Find the left glute. Give it a little squeeze, little lift. Slowly down and hold. From here, fire up both glutes. Float the legs away. Now try and make sure there's no stress or tension in that upper back. And we're going into little flutter kicks. So this is a challenge. So we try and challenge that pelvis in this position. If you're feeling like those hips are rolling around, you have an option to just go into a slower motion here. You have 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, stay. Exhale, relax. Feel free here to have a little shake side to side. Right, when you're ready, I want you to push yourselves up, and we're going to come into our 4-point kneeling position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now be mindful in this position that you know where neutral is. So the back of the pelvis should be flat. So I think at all times, can I balance my cup of tea on the back of my pelvis? Without moving any bones, gently draw that belly button in. We're going to challenge this position by extending opposite arm to leg away. Take a deep breath in, and from there you're going to take right arm, left leg away. Inhale, land at the same time, and swap. Exhale, inhale. I want you to reach your leg out along the mat before you lift it up. So again, we're going for that length. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, let's lift. Inhale. Now think about your head placement. Head is back in space. Try and keep that length through the body. You have 2 more here. Reach, bring it in, and you have 1 more. Reach, bring it in, and stop. Cat stretch. Now, in our cat stretch, we're going to challenge this. This is our last one for our beginner section. I want you to roll up from tail to head. So the head is back in space. Breathing in. As you exhale, scoop the belly, roll the tail under, ripple through your back. Lift the ribs, drop the head. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Now exhale, tail to head. Remember, head's the last thing to move. Let's ripple through. Draw the head back in space. Lift the sternum up and forward. Breathe in. Exhale, tail to head. Let's roll through. Drop the head. Inhale. Exhale, tail to head. Press away. Lift and lengthen. We have 1 more. Breathing in. Exhale. Let's roll. Lift, pull, up, 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 up. Inhale, exhale. Now, as you exhale, I want you to come to neutral and release. Good job, guys. Well done. So that is the end of our beginner Pilates section. Please join me again as we start to ramp it up into our 30-minute workout.